So I think I'm losing my edges again. Yes, I say again because this has happened before. Last time it wasn't really predictable, but it made sense. I had just given birth, I had stopped taking my prenatals, and all of those new transitions, the fact that the nutrients that were keeping a baby alive were leaving me, it just made sense that I woke up one day, looked in the mirror, and I saw no edges. Now, I wasn't delusional about losing my edges at all. I was just like, wow, they're gone. But I did feel like others in my life were trying to, encourage me to think hopefully about them returning, about them coming in fuller, whatever. And I was just like, y'all, the edges are gone. We're going to have to make the rest match. So yeah, I looked at my sister. I'm like, you see this, right? She was like, yeah, I'm seeing it. And I was like, we're going to cut this all off. I did not have the time to even maintain the long tresses in the back. I was barely brushing my hair. I was trying to keep a newborn alive. So we cut it off. And 5 years later, I have these shoulder length locks. I love them. And I'm not going to make the rest match the front. Now, I really have to ask myself, why is this happening now? Last time it made sense, but this time nothing has changed with me. I'm a little on and off about my vitamins, but I'm the same girl, right? No. The whole time I've been moving and readjusting my life, and then recently finding out that someone tried to break into my car, then messing up my car, having to fix that, still maintaining being a mom. Clearly it took a toll somewhere, and it had to snatch my edges. So basically now I have to prepare to ease my worries, to allow my body to exit this fight or flight mode that's taking my hair. The only way I know how to do that is to add structure to my life. Like, I feel like everything has been so unstructured lately. Sometimes, and it may be similar for other people out there too, so let me know if you relate, but sometimes we're just like, well, if I'm not in an academic space, if I'm not doing some huge feat, maybe I don't need a planner. Maybe I don't need all these things to organize myself. Maybe I don't need to time block myself and, have things done at a certain time. But I don't know, it may be like type A-ish of me, but I think that we always need that. Because when you loosen those reins more and more, you end up doing things whenever you have the time. So then the stuff that you don't have as much time for, it slips between the cracks. You keep pushing it off later and later. It was going to get done a week ago. Now it's going to get done a month later. We don't got time for that. We can't finish books like that. We can't be good friends like that, good family members. We can't reach our goals, everything. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm attempting to make myself a planner. I don't think that's working out really well for me. I think I do need the structure of having some sort of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday thing. And at the same time, I struggle so much with being put in that kind of box with the planners, but I'm going to start regularly using a planner, maybe even my fitness planner again as well. I'm going to journal regularly so that I have time for self-reflection and I know what's going on with myself. I feel like some days I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm anxious about that. Shit, I didn't even know that was really heavy on my mind. Or I start dreaming about stuff and I'm like, okay, this is definitely a sign that you need to write this down and tackle this thing because it's going to be a roadblock for you creatively. It's going to be a creative roadblock somewhere down the line. So I have my little journal ecosystem. mixed in with my planners. And we're on a journey to get right with this because I want to be free to travel in the future. I want to be able to tell my friends like, oh, this week is wide open and I got all this stuff done and I don't feel the need to push off socialization because I wasn't able to organize myself right. And yeah, I do feel like ever since college ended and just the whole feat of K through 12 and then, you know, the rest, I haven't been able to say I'm doing this thing for 2 hours straight and there's no negotiation about that. Like, I'm going to the library and I'm going to study this thing, or I'm going to finish this word count, etc., etc. Like, I kind of just wing it and I tell myself like I want to get this amount of word count done in a month. That's not working for me. So I really need to stop being unrealistic about that. And yeah, as I'm explaining this, it's sounding like I have a gun to my head about all this stuff, but I really don't. I just think that once you have an idea of how you would like to structure yourself, anything you do from there on out is much better than the structureless person, the structureless version of yourself. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to keep you guys updated on how the edges are doing. Right now, I noticed like a part in the front that's like receded a little bit or just thinned out. And so I've been very gentle with my retwist. I barely do retwist, so that's not the reason. I barely do retwist, so that's not really the culprit. And then at the same time, I don't like force my hair into like ponytails or anything every day. And when I do put it in a ponytail, it's never like, you know how you do a ponytail and you kind of like lap it twice? I just put the band around my locks. So this really couldn't be a traction alopecia situation. This is a structureless bobby situation. This is a bitch almost got her car stolen and had to pay a lot of money. This is, yeah. And it's not summertime fine. Like, this is not cute at all. I don't want to have to put stuff over my head to hide what I got going on. I just want to get right. So that's what we're doing. We're calming our nervous system. We're letting it know that we don't have to be in fight or flight mode. We're giving it ways to redirect that energy and put it into something that is calming. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. And regardless, life is good. I'm sure you can tell I'm very upbeat and I'm rolling with the punches until they start until they stop punching at me. Like, please stop. And I guess that's all for now. The word of the month is balance, or the word of August, because July is almost over. But you and I need to take a deep breath and we need to tell ourselves it's okay so that we hang on to our hair follicles. All right. I'm heading out and I hope to see you with a full head of hair next time. Bye. So I wanted to do a progress video of the results of if I use turmeric on my face, like a turmeric natural face mask. A number of people have done this and it worked pretty well for them. I wouldn't say my face is super hyperpigmented, but I definitely have some it's not as noticeable on this camera, but I have some like dark spots that I want to just like get rid of because they make me super insecure. So yeah, I thought this would be like a cool opportunity to help other people with maybe a similar skin tone and dark spots from like acne scars, like literally from when I was a teenager, and they've never gone away. Like, I don't have reoccurring acne or anything like that. I'm just like dealing with these things that I don't want to have to cover up with foundation when I want to have like a good looking day out. So first I'm going to whip it up. So I'm gonna skip this whole awkward little part.